Hey guys, welcome back to another chapter of Outlast. I'm your host, as always, Patrick McFarlane. We are going to dive right into it. It's been a little bit since I did the last chapter here. I apologize for the delay. Things have just been absolutely insane with work. But the good news is that I've been making a lot of money.
The key to the house of God is in the theater, behind the light. In the theater, behind the light. You have to see the movie, so that's where I left the card. Okay?
Friends! Children! I need your help! Where are you?
Yes, coming! I'm coming!
Okay, so the theater behind the light. Now I'm replaying just a little bit of the last chapter that I played before we let go last time. Kind of expecting this chapter to be a bit shorter than the prior ones. I feel like this is very close to where you started the game. So yeah, things have been nuts. Last week I was in court 4 times. Well, 4 out of the 5 days, I would say. And they were lots of stuff going on. And I found myself like falling asleep at 8 p.m. on the couch, like right after we put the kids to bed. So didn't really have a lot of time and energy to be playing Outlast or doing Vital Descent stuff, which has been kind of hard. Just a crazy like sprint of a month in September. And I know that it hurts. I've been doing the show for like 6 years now, and I know that consistency is key, but almost 6 years continuously of putting out a weekly show, it's a lot. And the success that I had with the Oppenheimer documentary, it feels like I don't know why I really spend so much time and energy putting out a weekly podcast when I could just, a weekly podcast that's not really viewed by that many people, all things considered. Or at least an amount of people that has stayed the same. For about 3 years and hasn't really grown and hasn't really shrank. But one well-produced documentary, multiplies that viewership. By a great deal. Almost by 2. So I wonder if that music is existing in... Oh, it is in the world. Okay. Hello. So I was going to record this last night, but I sat down and I just did not feel like playing this. Because I think I went on Steam and I saw... I've been on like a Civil War kick lately, so like when I'm not falling asleep on the couch at 8 p.m. and it's actually bedtime, I have like wireless earbuds, and so I put in one and I lay down and I listen to like... I've been listening to like lectures on the Civil War, and I was watching some Civil War movies like Gettysburg, that one movie with Jeff Daniels. Oh.
Exit interview recorded December 27th, 1985 in Los Alamos, New Mexico. Clearance Sierra Alpha. Subject Dr. Rudolph Wernicke, 14866.
The films
Looks
are
like
real.
MK Ultra stuff.
There was no alteration to the footage at all? No trickery?
None.
In June of 1943, you recorded 3 instances of spontaneous bleeding. Half a dozen test subjects began to develop brain tumors.
Yes. The autopsies revealed that the tumors were pure dead.
It killed them? Can you explain why the results...
So I
could not
played
be
Ultimate General
reproduced in the
Civil
United
War,
States?
which is a game I really like, but haven't played in forever. I don't know, maybe it's worth playing on the channel. I think I played it on the channel before. But I don't want to risk, like, you know, people subscribe to this channel, a lot of them for... Oop. A lot of them for the Oppenheimer documentary. I don't know if they want to be watching, you know, Outlast or video games per se, but here we are. It's like if you do things that you enjoy, I think people know that. And they enjoy watching people make content they enjoy, generally. From D. Brunton at Murkoff to G. Willard. Subject, flesh-eating bacteria. Wash those hands regularly. On September 19, 2013 at 4:19 a.m., Grant wrote, necrotizing fasciitis? Really? I fucking quit. Huh, so there's necrotizing fasciitis here? So I did try, I don't know if the last video, I don't think that I live streamed it, but I have been recording. I've not been live streaming because the recording quality is so much better when I record it locally, and I haven't figured out the best live stream settings. Oh, alright. The best live stream settings. Now something's gonna happen. Do I try opening the door again? Oh! So I have been watching some spooky movies with my wife. We watched Talk to Me, which I remember it being like the reason why we wanted to see it really so bad, and we're actually really excited about it. Heard about it sometime this summer, knew it was in the theaters, but we couldn't go see it because we live in a podunk hick town. And even the theater's like an hour away in some of the larger kind of mid-sized towns weren't carrying it. So, but it's like this Australian film, I think it's Australian, about this hand. It's like a group of teenagers up to no good have this hand that was supposedly, like, I don't know if it's mummified or something, the hand of a seer. And they get together in these kind of like house parties, and someone shakes the hand and says, "Talk to me." And because it was the hand of a seer, something's gonna happen here. Because it was the hand of a seer, when you say "talk to me," you see a random like ghost or dead person that sits across from you. And then if you say like I invite you in, then you are in the film, then the ghost that you're talking to will possess your body. But they can only do it for, there's rules, like in the movie, they can only do it for so long. And it was a pretty good film, but it was billed as being scarier than The Exorcist, or like as scary as The Exorcist. And while I thought it was a good film, it was not as scary as The Exorcist. So, surprise, surprise. Oh, that's the guy. I thought he was supposed to be... Oh, he's behind the thing. Okay. That's one of the guys. Still a good movie. I mean, there were things in it that were kind of new, like fresh, kind of novel. Like it wasn't one of your run-of-the-mills exorcism movies that have just been so overdone lately. Like done to death. But the new Exorcist movie is coming out next week, and I'm kind of excited to see it. It's got, Reagan's mother, Chris McNeil. I don't know the actress's name in it, but she's like reprising her role. And, I've read the book, The Exorcist, a few times, and it's really good. Pretty scary. Not as scary as the film, surprisingly. This must be when you meet with the pastor guy. Something's gonna happen here. Here, let me capture you on my video camera. That's not you, okay. Don't have a jaw. I feel like I should be looking for a battery or something. So, but the new Exorcist film doesn't look super good. And it might be like The Exorcist 2, where it's just not, from what I could see of the makeup that they had done on the girls, if it's even makeup, maybe they just CGI'd the girls, I don't know. Because you could see, if you watch the trailer, you see that it's two young girls that are, I think they're girls, that are being possessed in this film. And I want it to be scary, and I want it to be good, but it just doesn't look like it's, like any scariness that it has is going to be because of the franchise, for lack of a better term. Do I want to go in here? Yeah. Maybe there's something that I missed in the other room. Yeah, I wanted that. The static again. A patient knelt in prayer. Maybe he bought Father Martin's line of bullshit. Maybe he hears what I hear, but more clearly. Maybe it's his way out of this place. The priest called it the gospel of sand. That's kind of cool. Maybe that's part of the whole Walrider experience. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't have high hopes or expectations for the new Exorcist film. I'm like a little apprehensive because there hasn't been a whole lot of scary chasing. Battery. That looks nice. But I really enjoyed driving around to the different courthouses last week. One cool thing about being a country lawyer is that you do a fair amount of driving because you have to, you know, go to these courthouses and you cover quite a few different counties in your reach, and it was peak colors last week. It's still kind of peak colors right now, but the leaves have started to fall around here. But they were peaking last week, and I was, you know, I had an hour drive to each thing. I'm an unworthy supplicant who can serve our Lord only by feeding our Lord. Please take me, Walrider. Let my shepherd's apostle see it and spread it with his lies for a greater truth. Your time upon the world has come. My flesh longs for your beautiful wraith. My blood is filled with you and waiting to be set free. This is my prayer. Write your gospel in my flesh. That's kind of kinky. Reminds me of the Books of Blood by, what's his name? Hellraiser. Clive Barker. Yes. Clive Barker. Like, I don't know if any of you have read the Books of Blood, but it's a really interesting premise for a collection of short stories. There's a whole, like, the first short story sets up the narrative that binds all of the other stories. And the first story is like some paranormal investigators going to a house, and because he's heard of this possession or something like that, and he goes in. That's creepy. And this person who's possessed, I might be misremembering it in a ways, but the person has basically has a bunch of things carved into their flesh, and essentially the Books of Blood is what was carved into his flesh by ghosts, essentially. And then each story in the book is one of the stories in his flesh.
You alone
He gets
shall
burned.
escape, Talva. This is your penultimate act of witness. The promise of the prophets was always freedom from death. And here it is. You will watch and record my death, my resurrection. And together we will be free. You are no longer in any danger. I fixed the elevator.
Nice.
It will take you to freedom. We will all of us be free.
I'm pretty sure that's a lie. I'm pretty sure it doesn't
Oh,
take
my
you to
son.
freedom. Oh. That went up fast. Those boobs? No. How come there's no women here? Alright, let's see what the narrator has to say. I can't believe Father Martin one-upped Jesus Christ himself in shitty ways to die, and I don't believe I'm going to miss him. A way out. If he's telling the truth, now I've got a way out. And a story to tell. He wants me to spread his gospel. I'll tell the whole fucking world. Can you imagine if this happened in the real world? Some guy comes out with this story. Those guys were just chasing me with their dongs. God always provides a way. How sweet. Okay, let's get the hell out of here now. That big guy's gonna chase us. Huh? Isn't that the elevator? Forget what they call, what the big guy's name is. What does that say? Chapel. Alright. They let me out. Oh, there's a... I see my buddies playing Civilization 6. Don't be surprised if he sends me an invite. Oh shit! Of course, I probably have to get past him. Oh! That was fast. I gotta make sure I know where I'm going. Shit. Get up, up. There you go. Yeah. Take that. Now what? Store? Smart. I did that. Smart. We're doing pretty good, guys. Something funny is going to happen. This is where I get out, right? No! We're going down. Down. Deeper. Deep. Things just keep getting older. So what, is there gonna be like a note now? Strange, isn't it? Fuck. Whoever finds my corpse, trust no one and tell everyone. I am not crazy. I know. Only crazy people say that. But I am as sane as this world allows with a camera full of evidence. Don't call it a gospel. Call it a mockery of reason. Let the world know it is Murkoff's fault. Bury these bastards with my mutilated dead body. Very nice. This guy reminds me of like the way he writes. He sounds like a Stephen King character. Alright, let's see what this note says. From the personal records of Dr. Wernicke, Frankenstein, or the Modern Prometheus by Mary Shelley, published anonymously in 1818, Chapter 23, excerpt. Man, I cried, how ignorant art thou in thy pride of wisdom! Cease, you know not what it is you say. I broke from the house angry and disturbed and retired to meditate on some other mode of action. Follow the blood. So yesterday I also bought MechWarrior 5, which I'm going to be playing. I don't know if I'm going to be playing it for the channel, but I played the MechWarrior games when I was a kid, and my dad had the CH pedals. So he had like a throttle and this like in a joystick and like a shifter knob or like a, I don't know, it was like a shifter. But it was really cool. Something bad happened here, I think. And I wasn't, you know, ever really good at it or able to follow like the story or that kind of stuff. And of course it was like really primitive, like pixelated graphics. This was like 1997 or 8. MechWarrior. I don't know which one it was exactly. It was from that game. This is the morphogenic engine, a few lines of mathematics and algorithm. Reprogram us, turn us into nightmare factories. A few numbers on a dry erase board. Give me a hacksaw and a few hours alone with Dr. Wernicke's corpse. I feel I owe him a debt. Tough guy. A lot of Stephen King's characters talk like that. They're really just pussies. Like Lewis Creed. Wait, I just came through here, didn't I? So I was talking about Pet Sematary when I started this. We're almost to the end of the game. It's not super long. Oh shit, it's the Walrider. Oh. I ran the wrong way. I got turned around. Whoops. Well, now you know what happens if the Walrider gets you. So we're almost to the end of the game. There's a really challenging segment towards the end here. Really easy to get turned around. Forget where you're supposed to go even. Oh, jeez. That's bad. Yeah, well the Walrider's gonna get you. Forgot about that. This is the way you die, ripped to pieces from the inside, watching your marrow scatter on a concrete wall. You've escaped one hell, Chris Walker. God help me, but I somehow hope you didn't find another. Oh dear. Battery? I guess I don't really need too many more batteries now. Wernicke.
Supposed to be dead. No such luck. I am older than sin, but somehow the only one left. Because of Billy.
Sorry, I can't hear.
He takes care of me. He may think I'm his father. He certainly loves me, poor idiot. Do you know technology we have had for decades but never mastered. Yakov discovered in my research a workaround. Turning the cells in the human body into nanofactories. It's the natural function of cells to produce molecules, but through psychosomatic direction, we engineer the precise molecules necessary. Mind over body. It was foolish and wrong to think we could control it. To use madmen to make something so strong. You have to stop him, to murder Billy. Turn off his life support, his anesthesia. You have to undo what I've done. No one can get out of this place while he lives. You must kill him.
Alright, so this is the deal. I don't know if we pieced it together this far. It was kind of scattered in the notes.
Something like this in 1944. Those fascists thought it was spirits, and I let them believe it. Let them kill themselves, thinking there was some kind of afterlife now empirically promised to them. Fools. Poor Alan. He would weep to see what I've built from his dreams. Billy doesn't mean harm. He's a child with a damaged mind, granted the powers of a god. Don't make any of us into a monster. You must end this. Behold.
So there's no note on that. Alright, so gathered from the notes, maybe or maybe not, the fact that the Walrider was created inside the mind of this child, Billy, that they've been experimenting on. And they've been keeping him alive in this tank. And that's where the Walrider, you know, has been living from. Can I not go through here? Like, is that the outside? Like, if I get through there, can I? Seems like I just went the wrong direction. This way I should have gone. It seems like the way I entered down here. Yeah. Sorry, just had to make sure. It says saving, so that's a good sign. Battery. Battery. Is there a battery in there? You know, another movie series, all this gore is reminding me of something else I like a lot. Terrifier. If you guys have seen the Terrifier movies, I think they're coming out with the Terrifier 3. But Terrifier 2 was better than Terrifier 1, which is kind of rare that the sequel is better. And there were a few kind of precursor movies with Art the Clown, where he was kind of a character, like kind of concept films that weren't proper Terrifier film. But Terrifier 2 did this thing where, you know, it's a like an over-the-top slasher film, which I usually don't like slasher films. but it had like somewhat of a story to it that was interesting, and the acting wasn't terrible campy either. Shit. Fuck. Oh, come on. Boo. So if you haven't seen Terrifier, I mean, I'll warn you, it's a pretty, like, very graphic film. I think I have to get the battery again. Yeah. And it's explicit in some ways. Something battery. What was it? Music stopped, so that must mean. Don't think I have to worry about shutting the door. We're just running now because the music is intense. Up the stairs. Oh, that's... Note to all personnel from Consultant MM008 Rudolf Wernicke. Do not worship the swarm, nor allow the delusions of the patients to influence your beliefs. Any sentient being based in this technology will be so far superior to us that illusions of godliness will be reasonable. We have always looked into chaos and called it God. We are now blessed with sufficient power that such belief could destroy us. Do not be tempted. Remember that you are scientists. Interesting. Kind of telling. This must be it, you guys. This is it. The assembler, the feed chambers, the precursor molecules, vague memories of nanotechnology articles I've read online, probably drunk, probably distracted, not nearly enough to know how to destroy it. But Billy is the center of it. Find him, kill him, end this. Huh, it's interesting. I'm so ready to believe this Nazi scientist. Although it did sound like, when you're talking to Wernicke, it kind of sounds like he said something about the Nazis that wasn't, that kind of revealed or sounded like he wasn't a fan. Like he was trying to sabotage them or something. Recall, you have to press a button here, maybe not. Turn off the valve for the life support fluid reservoir. I think it's over there. Maybe it's on his body. That's Billy, right there. So he's not a boy, he's kind of a man. I'd be pissed too. From Billy's patient reports, he ought to be 23 years old. He looks like at least 50 years of rough road, pain scratched deep into what I can see. Killing you would be an act of kindness. I don't know. Who's that? Just, oh, one of those guys. Alright, so I'm pretty sure it's up here. Maybe not. There's a battery. Maybe it's in another room. No. Alright, so as a reminder, I recall this part being challenging, like having to do it over again. Let's see. Murkoff Psych Systems Morphogenic Engine Chamber Maintenance Schedule. To avoid patient injury, the Morphogenic Engine Life Pod features a daily inspection of all vital systems. Vital System 1. The enriched oxygenated perfluorocarbon from the life support fluid reservoir must be continually flushed and replaced through the course of the patient's treatment. Note that OP also supplies aesthetics. Any interruption in supply, anesthetics. Any interruption in supply will cause sufficient pain to the patient to potentially disrupt the experiment. Vital System 2. Electric supply is supplemented and ensured by the sublab generator. Proper fueling and maintenance of the sublab generator should be confirmed hourly. Vital System 3. In the case of catastrophic loss of Vital Systems 1 and 2, the life pod failsafe will engage, maintaining localized minimum life support functions until techs can arrive. Disabling failsafe will result in immediate patient termination. Okay. So I probably need to go in here. Life support fluid reservoir. It's gonna be behind the door. Oh. Batteries. Gotta try to remember the best way to get out of here, because I'm gonna need to know. Kind of recall just jumping off. I think I can. That made him mad. Sounds like he's behind me. Maybe that will help. Did I do it? Now what? Oh, I died. I lost a lot of time when I slapped that control panel. At least it saved this part. You run faster without the camera, I think. So you can't see. Oh, there he is. Ha, you can't catch me. Yeah, sad, huh? You're sad. You're sad about it. Read this now. Please find attached. Permission to proceed form for patient William Hope of the Murkoff Charitable Psychiatry Program at Mount Massive Hospital in Colorado. Form is standard and all relevant lines have been signed. It appears Billy is unaware of his mother's recent guided cardiac arrest. He is submitting to the experiment with the understanding, unfounded, of financial remuneration to his mother and a charitable contribution to her church. Wernicke, having read the boy's dream reports, believe he has enormous therapeutic potential. How sweet. What this? Yes. Break. Destroy. Now what? Oh, not good. Sucks to suck. I still have my camera on. That was dumb. Tried to jump. Did it. Yes. Bye, Billy. Bye, Billy. I survived? Grab that damn camera. Get out. Billy is dead. The Walrider, the Swarm, whatever it is, unmade with him. Whether I escape or die here, I am free. Or am I? Probably have some broken ribs. Doesn't feel like the Walrider's gone. Being pretty dramatic. I mean, I don't think the Walrider's gone. What? Oh, that's not good.
have become the host.
Bitchin'. Pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. Well, thanks for joining me on the Outlast. Playing the Outlast. I do enjoy this game. I think it's great. It's fun. Good times. So, I don't know if I'm going to do 2 or not. I might play a different game, or I might not play any games. I don't know. But if you like this, make sure you hit like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. Thanks.